My name is Dr. Harvi Millar. I am a full professor in the Harvi School of Business at St. Mary's University in Canada, and also a visiting faculty member here at Strathmore University. My work experience is largely in academia, where I've been teaching for the last 37 years, as I mentioned, at the graduate and undergraduate level. But also too, I have been consulting for the last 26 years. As a matter of fact, it's more than 26 years, 36 years. And so as a result of that, what we find is that I've had exposure to a number of types of organizations, for-profit, not-for-profit, governmental organizations as well, and large and small. To a large extent, I've looked at issues around productivity improvement, and how we actually get workers to commit towards improving productivity within organizations. Also to have looked at operational aspects where we're trying to improve a company's operational performance and operational excellence in the area of managing inventory or production, planning and control, and so forth. And then in the last 20 years or so, I've been focused a lot on strategy. So I do a lot of work on strategic planning and the implementation of strategy because in the Caribbean, in particular, where I've done a fair amount of consulting as well as teaching and training, there is a thirst for how we sort of guide organizations strategically. And one of the areas that is particularly challenging is on the implementation side. It's easy to develop a strategic plan, but how do you implement it? And there's so many challenges that could happen in terms of resources, in terms of people's commitments, their skill levels, or having the right kinds of processes for rolling out initiatives and so on. So I would say the trends I'm seeing is that there is certainly an interest in aligning strategy to operations, but companies are recognizing that they do not necessarily have all the skills to be able to implement strategy effectively. Another trend that you're seeing is in the area of sustainability. A lot of organizations are considering sustainability, but one of the challenges that they have is sort of demonstrating what is the return on investment if they decide to invest in sustainability. But I believe part of the challenge is that they tend to be short-sighted because they want to see immediate returns as opposed to looking at it from a long-term point of view, where adopting sustainable practices can lead to transformation of your own organization and so on, which could have sustainable benefits. Beyond corporate strategy, there is another aspect of strategy called operation strategy, which is really about how you structure the operation system so that it can support your corporate strategy. And in a lot of cases, organizations tend to not pay attention to that aspect of it, which is very critical. So it is something perhaps we can do collectively in terms of really raising the level of awareness of the role of operation strategy in enabling companies in Kenya to compete effectively.